This video is brought to you by Card Kingdom. Head on over to cardkingdom.com to get your Magic the Gathering products, including the brand new Zendikar Rising cards today. Hey friends, it's Tomer, and I'm back with kind of an emergency quickie. Here I was, minding my own business, working on a bridge gameplay video when suddenly Wizards of the Coast drops this bombshell of a preview card, Jeweled Lotus. So, okay. Wow. This is a lot to unpack, and the online Commander community is on fire yelling about this card, so I'm gonna just put my other stuff on hold just for a wee second to talk about this card real quick. Obviously, Jeweled Lotus is a callback to the most powerful Magic card ever printed, Black Lotus. They're both 0 converted mana cost artifacts that you can sacrifice to add 3 mana of any one color. The difference here is that the mana from Jeweled Lotus can only be used to cast your commander. It's definitely a significant difference, but what does that mean for the card as a whole? How strong is it? This card has definitely generated the most buzz out of anything in this set so far, and it seems most folk think it's way too strong, while some are even arguing that it's actually a trap most of the time, which, I mean, okay. So I decided to give my 2 cents on the card. So let's cut to the chase here. Yes, Jeweled Amulet is incredibly strong and what I'd consider a staple in a whole ton of decks. But like a lot of powerful cards, its power scales relative to the other cards in your deck. In this case, Jeweled Lotus gets stronger the stronger your commander is. What you're ramping out with Lotus matters a lot. For example, I've got a Tibor and Lumia deck, and I can confidently tell you that ramping them out early with Jeweled Lotus doesn't really matter. It's still good, sure, but it's hardly a game-winning play most of the time. Other commanders have multicolor casting requirements that can't utilize Lotus effectively, like Breya Ethereum Shaper and Omnath Locus of Creation. So there's definitely decks where Lotus isn't too great in, but I think they're the exception. However, modern commander design is hyper-focused on printing out super efficient value engine commanders. Commanders like Korvold, Fakehurst King, Golos, Tireless Pilgrim, Chulane, Teller of Tales, and Najila the Blade Blossom either generate so much value the moment they're cast or outright win the game if they're allowed to untap. And these are the commanders where Jeweled Lotus will be the strongest in. Being able to cast your game-winning engine up to 3 turns earlier is absolutely insane, letting you get way ahead or outright win the game way earlier, while also decreasing the window of opportunity for your opponents to stop you. That's why I strongly disagree with arguments like Gavin's, saying that commander rituals are not traditionally very good in commander. Perhaps in 2010, this would be a correct statement, but after a decade's worth of power creep and this emphasis on printing more and more powerful value engine commanders, this is simply not the case in 2020. Jeweled Lotus is amazing with modern commander design. You just need to pair Lotus with a powerful value engine commander, which pretty much are a dime a dozen these days. So is Jeweled Lotus always more powerful than a 2 converted mana rock like Arcane Signet? No. Like I said, some commanders just aren't impactful if you ramp them out early, or their color requirements don't work well with the Lotus. But in the decks that really want to get your commander out as quickly as possible, or cast your commander while still holding up mana for protection spells, Lotus is way better than most mana rocks out there. And unfortunately, the list of decks where Lotus is a new staple just keeps growing. Now, will it be banned? No. The Rules Committee made a quick announcement saying they knew about the card before release and that they're keeping an eye on it, but I'm 99% sure that this card will not be banned. Remember, this is a format where cards like Sol Ring and Mana Crypt are both legal. I think we can all agree that these 2 cards are stronger than even Jeweled Lotus, and the Rules Committee has made it very clear that they'll never ban them. So I think the chances of Lotus being banned are slim to none. And more importantly, I don't think Jeweled Lotus should be banned. The nice thing about the commander format is that at the end of the day, playgroups self-regulate to their own power levels. Despite being one of the most powerful cards in the format, most people don't actually run Mana Crypt for various reasons. And despite easily accessible knowledge on how to construct CEDH decks these days, most people play more casual decks. So I doubt a card like Jeweled Lotus will show up everywhere, despite being objectively an upgrade to a lot of decks. It'll make the more powerful decks even more powerful, but you can always choose not to play with them, same as always. One last point before I head off though. Wizards of the Coast's heavy involvement in Commander does worry me about the long-term health of the format. Commander is by far the most played constructed format in all of Magic the Gathering, and Wizards of the Coast has made it abundantly clear that they seek to capitalize on that market by going all in at an unprecedented and ever-increasing rate. They're even calling this year the year of Commander, so it's not exactly a secret. In the past, different sets were aimed at different formats, but lately every single set is focused on Commander players first and foremost. I do think that Wizards of the Coast's current trajectory of squeezing its golden goose for as much quick profit as possible will kill it eventually though, making it unrecognizable from the past version of the format that we all fell in love with. But that is a rant for another time. For now, I'll end by saying this. I wish Jeweled Lotus wasn't printed, but I'm very confident in saying that it's not going to ruin the format. So now that I've said my piece, what do you think about this new card? Let me know in the comment section below, but please keep things civil. And until next time, friends, see ya! Thanks for watching the video. If you liked it, help us out by clicking the like button down below. And to keep up with the latest and greatest, make sure to click the subscribe button. And if you want to watch similar videos, click on the links appearing on screen right now.